In this Malaysia vlog, we stay at an island resort in Malaysia. We're heading to Tioman Island and staying at the Berjaya Resort, one of the best resorts on the island.
Hi, I'm Jay.
And I'm John.
And we're Bucket List Travellers.
And we're coming to you from Berjaya Resort, Tioman Island, Malaysia. Tioman Island is located on the east coast of Peninsula Malaysia. To get there, you need to catch a ferry from the mainland town of Mersing in the state of Johor. Mersing itself is also a 3-hour drive from Singapore and 5 hours from Kuala Lumpur. We caught a 1.5-hour bus ride from Kluang to get to Mersing. When getting your tickets to Tioman Island, there's 2 ferry providers on offer for you. So there's Bluewater Ferry, they're the established provider, and there's also Cataferry, which are new. Now Cataferry are generally more expensive, but the rides are quicker. With Cataferry, they do have promotional rates, sometimes early in the morning. So we managed to get an early fare for 40 ringgit each, which is cheaper than the 50 fare at Bluewater. So be on the lookout for that. We found it's cheaper to actually get the tickets in person because there are additional charges that you need to pay when you get them online. Bluewater Ferry charged 3 ringgit as a processing fee online, and Cataferry charged 1 ringgit each to print out your boarding pass. So you can get your tickets at the Harbour Centre, which is across the road from the Mersing Jetty. Now, you also need to get your marine conservation ticket at 30 ringgit per person. Now, to get that, that's also in the Harbour Centre, and you can see the office just behind me. So it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're making our way to Tioman Island. So we've got the Cataferry, which is the fast ferry. We've got the morning special, so prices are actually cheaper at this time of the day. So it should take around about 1.5 hours, and really looking forward to getting to the island. We found Cataferry to be really comfortable. There was reserved seating and overhead compartments for carry-on luggage, as well as checked-in areas for larger luggage. There is also a small cafeteria serving light refreshments. So we've arrived at Tioman Island.
Yep, so we've got a shuttle taking us to our hotel, which is
Berjaya.
welcome to our room in Berjaya Resort, Tioman Island. So we're right on the beach here, and it's beautiful waking up each morning to go down and have a swim. We've got a nice balcony area which is very peaceful and quiet, and then the room itself is very nice. The bed is very comfortable, and we've got a TV, we've got a sitting area, there's a fridge here, some coffee making facilities, ample storage, and we've got a bathroom as well. So yeah, it's all pretty nice, very comfortable, lovely area, and we've had such a relaxing time here.
Okay, let's take you for a bit of a tour around. So we're in a really cool spot just next to the beach. So the beach is only about 30 meters away, which is really cool. Now, we were very lucky that we were unlucky. Now let me explain. Our original hut was at the back of the resort, and we had a couple of problems. So there was a water leakage, and in addition, the internet was on the fritz, so it wasn't working, which is really disastrous when you're doing YouTube videos. So we talked to the management. They were really helpful, really friendly. Big shout out to Al. Al was great throughout all our issues, and the long and short of it was that we got moved to another room, this room, which is pretty much right on the beach, and it's in a really secluded area. What well, the huts around us are closed for maintenance, so we pretty much have a whole space to ourselves, which is great. And we're so close to the beach. Beautiful. It's like we have our own little private beach. So yeah, we're very lucky. And about 50 meters away, you've got the pool. I'll take you to the pool a little bit later. And there's Jay having a swim in the background. Yeah, so it's a really nice area. And then you've got the backdrop of the mountains behind us. It's such a scenic spot here, very tranquil, great for some R&R.
I absolutely love being right on the beach. Just being able to wake up and go for a swim right on our doorstep. This is such an amazing view, and I'm really loving Tioman Island. Today we have a beautiful spread, so there's a mixture of Western and Eastern dishes. We've got some roti canai, we've got some noodles, we've got bacon and chicken sausage, and who can forget the national dish, nasi lemak. Yeah, this looks delicious, and it's a great way to start the day.
There are plenty of activities to do at the resort. Most of them were at additional cost to the accommodation. There were water activities like kayaking, snorkeling and diving. There is also a games room with plenty of activities as well as a gym. You can go on ATV tours around the island, and there's even a golf range on the property. One free activity that we enjoyed were the Mocktail classes at the bar.
Welcome to our mocktail making class at Berjaya on Tioman Island. Today we're making a Shirley Temple. It has grenadine, lime juice and Sprite, and it's garnished with a macerated cherry. So this looks really nice. First of all, what you need to do is put in grenadine. So it's a red coloured syrup, very sweet. You just need a little bit. And then the lime juice. So the lime juice just sits on a layer on
ice.
Ice.
Ice is
okay,
next.
Sorry. Next we have ice. So you've got to make sure that your drinks are nice and cool. So next we have a layer of lime juice. And then you just top it off with some Sprite. And to garnish, we have a cherry on top. And this is one of the free daily activities that you can do at Berjaya.
We enjoyed the mocktail so much that we did this every day we were there.
And there you go, the Virgin Colada. So sandflies are apparently an issue around Tioman Island. So they've got this natural spray that's made with curry leaves and Dettol. So it smells very medicinal, and hopefully it keeps the sandflies away.
If you don't like the sound of battling sandflies on the beach, then a better option would be to hang out by the Berjaya Resort pool instead.
The pool area at Berjaya is really nice. So there's all these different little individual pool areas or smaller pool areas. There's the big pool, and then you've got the ocean over in the background. One very cool thing about Tioman Island is the monkeys. There's so many of them and they're so cute, but they are very mischievous, so don't feed them. And while it's very tempting to go up to them, don't get too close. So how have you enjoyed Tioman Island?
It's been fantastic here. We were looking for some R&R, just the time to relax and just enjoy the beach, and Berjaya Tioman Island just really nailed that brief.
Yeah, I have loved just sitting on the beach, chillaxing, going for swims in that beautiful water, enjoying the beautiful scenery. It's just been so relaxing here.
Yeah, we've just been alternating between the beach and the pool and the beach. It's just been nice, and just in between drinking down our mocktails. It's been really pleasant.
Yeah, and I've really enjoyed that you really don't notice the other guests here. You feel like you've got the whole area to yourself, so that's been really lovely.
Yeah, there certainly are other guests here. We just don't know what they do during the day, but they're rarely on the beach.
But if you do feel like getting out and seeing more of Tioman Island, around here it's perfect for scuba diving. There's waterfall, there's a turtle sanctuary, there's beautiful hikes. There's a lot to do on the island itself. We were just happy having a beach staycation.
Yeah.
And we've really enjoyed seeing the wildlife as well. So from our balcony, we saw some monkeys, we saw a monitor lizard. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And in the water, we've seen a massive fish jump right in front of me. We've seen schools of fish jumping out of the water.
There were dolphins yesterday.
Dolphins. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. You really don't have to go far to see a lot of beautiful wildlife.
Yeah, so we're here in July, and so any time between June and August is the best time of the year to visit Tioman Island. That's when you're going to get your best weather and the least amount of rain.
And we got a pretty good deal as well.
Yeah, so we found this deal on Airbnb. So for 3 nights, we paid around 1,000 ringgit. Now, that is relatively expensive in the grand scheme of things when you come to Malaysia. However, for the island, it was pretty reasonable for a resort accommodation.
Yeah, so we are right on the beach. I love the accommodation. We've got our own individual hut. We were lucky to get upgraded, so we got a hut that's right on the water. That was really nice.
Yeah.
And they do have a restaurant here if you feel like not leaving the hotel at all. You've got everything catered for, anything that you need here.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, there were a couple of teething issues that we came across, so a few maintenance issues that need to get worked through. We can put that down to them just starting up again after the pandemic, or you know, towards the tail end of the pandemic.
And yeah, so they're still finding their feet again, but the staff are lovely, very accommodating. As we said, we got the free upgrade, which was really nice of them. And yeah, we've just loved our time here.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this Malaysia travel vlog about Tioman Island, Malaysia. If you did, then be sure to give it a like and let us know in the comments.
So next week, we're continuing our travels up the east coast of mainland Malaysia. If you want to keep up to date with our adventures, make sure you subscribe.
We are Bucket List Travellers.
See you next time.